So Destiny 2 has been out for quite a while now, and over this time that it's been out, for the 6 days it's been out, it's given me a big chance to sort of get used to the game, get used to the guns in the game, and make a judgment on what I think are the best guns in the game at the moment, and what the meta is like in my opinion. Now, there are many guns, there are many different guns that you can use that I probably don't have. So if I miss out a weapon that you think is really good, then just leave it in the comments and just tell me about it, and I'll hope to try and get it and try it out. Because obviously I'm not going to be able to include every good gun in the game. These are just the best weapons that I think are the most useful in Crucible. To start off with the kinetic weapons, there's obviously 3 main kinetic weapons that everyone knows and everyone probably uses. And that is the Meter Multi-Tool, the Better Devils, and the Nightshade. Now the Meter Multi-Tool, do I need to even explain it? If you've played Crucible in Destiny 2, you've seen people use the Meter Multi-Tool and you've seen how effective it is. Because most maps the Meter Multi-Tool is viable in this game on. If you're playing competitive, then a lot of the maps are open, so you're going to be able to use the Meter Multi-Tool really effectively. The Meter Multi-Tool just kills enemies really quickly. It has a really fast fire rate for a scout rifle in this game, and the time to kill in this game for things like hand cannons and pulse rifles, it's slower than normal Destiny time to kill them that we've seen before in Destiny 1. So with the Meter Multi-Tool, it outcompetes a hand cannon, and it's crazy to me, because in Destiny 1 a hand cannon would easily be able to beat the Meter Multi-Tool because it would just be able to free tap it, but now free tapping is not in the game. The Meter Multi-Tool really just excels, and people are really using it because it's a really good gun. And also people are using it in Crucible because it's an exotic quest, and when you do it at a highlight, you do get a highlight scout rifle with it. So yeah, it is a really good gun to use. So you've seen gameplay in the background of all the guns that I've said, and the Meter Multi-Tool is a really good gun to use. It's just so effective in Crucible because it just kills them so quickly. Now the Better Devils is probably the best hand cannon in your kinetic weapon slot, so that's why I'm just putting it in here, because overall it does have, hand cannons are really bad at the moment because they're really, the shots, they don't always connect and they don't always register. Hand cannons at the moment aren't in a great place, and they're not the same hand cannons that we saw in Destiny 1, but this hand cannon still is amazing. It's one of the best kinetic weapon guns and hand cannons in the game, and it was used in a beta, and you've seen my beta clips that when you're running a pulse rifle, you don't want to be running a meter in a pulse rifle, do you? So if you're running a pulse rifle in your energy weapons, or a scout rifle in your energy weapons, or anything like that other than a hand cannon, then you're obviously going to want to run a hand cannon, and the Better Devils is just the best choice for that. It can't free tap anymore, but it can still do a lot of damage in a short space of time if you connect your shots. But the only problem that they have is that the shots don't always register. So that's a sort of a downfall, because when the shots don't register, the opponent can easily kill you while that's happening. And of course, the next kinetic weapon is the Nightshade. Now the Nightshade's a really good gun as well. It wasn't a beta and it is now, because it is such a good pulse rifle. It sounds really cool as well. But the Nightshade, it has really good perks. It has tactical mag and kill clip. And you're seeing gameplay of it right now. It's just one of the best pulse rifles to use in your kinetic weapon slot. The kinetic weapons, there isn't many really good guns. I've tried out the Vigilance Wing, but it's not that great. It's the 5-round burst pulse rifle, and it just takes too long to kill them, really. And the Nightshade, it really has a really fast fire rate. This really fast fire rate and its sort of range that it has can be used really well across the map on maps like Ultra Flame, which I think is the first Trials map. Probably going to want to play with the Nightshade or the Meter on that map, because it's quite open, and the Nightshade and the Meter are really effective at long range because of their fast fire rate and the range that they have. So yeah, the Nightshade's a really good gun. Now in the energy weapon slot, there is 3 main guns. I was going to say the Nurgle, just going off by what I used in the beta, but the Nurgle, it can easily be outgunned by the Nightshade, because the Nightshade, I feel like, just has that faster fire rate. So the Nurgle's not that great at the moment. I used to think it was really good, but it's not that great anymore. I don't really like it. Maybe it's just because it's full auto, and I don't really sort of like full auto guns. But the first gun that we have is the Meter Mini-Tool. You get this gun from doing the exotic Meter quest. Basically, once you do part of the quest, you get the Meter Mini-Tool, and then the final part of the quest, you get the Meter Multi-Tool. Now the Meter Mini-Tool has the perk that this weapon grants speed benefits when Meter Multi-Tool is also equipped. So you're getting that double speed, because you obviously get boost move speed with Meter Multi-Tool, and obviously with the Meter Mini-Tool you get another boost of speed, so you're going ultra fast. And it's also a really good submachine gun. It's probably one of the best submachine guns out there that I've found, because it can really just drill the opponent really quickly. Again, Destiny, you're wanting guns that can kill enemies really quickly. You want the gun with the fastest fire rate, basically, because that's going to kill them the most effectively and quickly in the game. Because the time to kill in this game is really long, so if you've got a gun that has a slow fire rate, like a slow fire rate in hand cannon, they usually have high impact, but it's still going to take quite long to kill them. So that's why I'm recommending the mini tool, because you can easily just jump on opponents, surprise them, and take their shield down and kill them really quickly. Now the next gun is also a blue hand cannon. Now you're probably wondering why am I putting a blue, but it's basically any hand cannon that has this same archetype. So the minuet's probably the same as that. So I just haven't got the minuet yet, so I'm not going to show the minuet off. But this Allegro 34 is a really good hand cannon. It sort of reminds me of Destiny 1 hand cannons in a way, the way it sounds and the way it looks. Now Destiny 2, they do have blues that are better than legendaries, and I'm going to get onto that in the power weapon slot. But this hand cannon, there's not really much to it. It's just your average hand cannon, but it is really good in the Crucible. Now the final gun for the energy weapon slots is actually a auto rifle, and that's Uriel's Gift. Now auto rifles have come back. They are quite good at the moment, and they are quite effective in the Crucible. The Uriel's Gift, it has a recoil pattern which is more vertical. It's an on-along gun, so the recoil is usually quite good on this game, on Destiny 2, because on-along guns usually have quite a good recoil pattern, and you can really control it quite well. And Uriel's Gift, it is really good again. It has a lot of range, and it has a lot of impact for an auto rifle. You can easily kill them really quickly. It's just a really good gun to use. If you like sort of normal FPSs, and you're looking at this video because you don't know much about Destiny, and you haven't played much of Destiny 1, and hand cannons and pulse rifles aren't your thing, and you prefer sort of like assault rifles, like Call of Duty style assault rifles, then I do recommend the Uriel's Gift, because it's just like you hold the trigger down, you just aim at the opponent and they will die, because it's a really good gun to use and it takes them down really quickly. So if you're new to Destiny, then I do recommend using the Uriel's Gift, because it's a very good auto rifle to use, and auto rifles have come back in Destiny 2. Now moving on to the power weapon slots. There's loads of power weapons that you can use. A lot of the power weapons are viable in this game, but the best ones that I've found are the Archon LR2, which is a rare sniper rifle, and I'll get into that in a minute. The Widow's Bite, or the Copperhead, which I think is the same gun, or the Deadpan Delivery. Now, the Archon LR2 is a rare sniper rifle, but it's the best one that I've found so far. And you've probably seen other YouTube videos about it as well. It's because it has ambush and it has snapshot. So it sort of reminds me of a year 1 sniper in the fact that it has snapshot, because you can aim down the sights really quickly. You're probably seeing gameplay with me using it now. You can aim down sights so quickly using the Archon LR2. It's mad how much of a difference snapshot makes on snipers compared to like the Widow's Bite, which you'll see in a minute. But again, it's a really good sniper all around. It's probably the best one so far. If there's a legendary version, then please tell me what it's called in the comments, because I will find that and I will use it. The Archon LR2 is just amazing. It has ambush and it has snapshot, so what more is there to say really? Now the Widow's Bite is just the best legendary sniper that I've found so far. It's the beta sniper, so it has high impact and it has a sort of medium range, but it's one of the best snipers out there in the fact of the scope, because the scopes on most snipers are really long. There's not really any short gazes anymore. So that's why I'm using the Widow's Bite, because it sort of has a short zoom scope, and you can sort of get like snipes on the move rather than camping out of the back of the map using a sniper, because I don't really like doing that sort of sniping way. That's sort of not me camping at the back. I sort of like being aggressive and rushing around with a sniper. So yeah, there's the Widow's Bite, and then finally the Deadpan Delivery is obviously a shotgun, and it's just like the Matador really. It has really high impact and it has quite a bit of range, and you can just go around one-shotting people. Power ammo's really good at the moment. Obviously there's always going to be those fusion rifles that I could have included, but I just don't use fusion rifles because it's just basically free kills if you use them. I sort of like a challenge, that's why I'm using snipers and shotguns. I mean, shotguns not really a challenge, but sniping on this game definitely is a challenge. But yeah, shotguns, they're still really good, and they always will be in any game, and you can just pick up any fusion rifle really, and it will be really effective. The power weapon slot's not really that I'm worried about in Destiny 2, because they're always going to be overpowered because they're power weapons, and you don't get a lot of ammo for them. It's sort of the kinetic weapons and the energy weapons I'm more worried about, because there's not a lot of guns in Destiny 2 that are really good in Crucible, and the guns that I've just showed you are really good to use, and they're the best ones to use. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, please leave a like, subscribe and comment. I will be trying to upload daily again, and I'll see you in the next one.